So I have to tell you, over the years there were very few places that intrigued me as much as Hong Kong. It's truly a city of contrast, from the skyscrapers, the harbour, to areas that look nothing like the rest of the city, Mongkok, Kowloon. Today, I want to take you on the full experience, from the peaks of the city to the little side alleys, and also show you some places to stay that are truly world-class. Join me on the full Hong Kong experience. And you see, when traveling to a lot of different countries, for me personally, as important as having my passport, my visa, is the proper universal travel adapter. This is where Tessan, today's video sponsor, comes in. I'm telling you, this little thing here is an absolute game changer. You plug it in, you have your 4 USB sockets at the bottom, USB-A and USB-C with fast charging. At the front you have another socket, universal, everything fits in there. And you're pretty much covered for over 200 different territories around the world. On this side, you have the different sockets, so Europe, UK, US, Australia. If you twist them according to the different countries, it's gonna work pretty much everywhere. And the best part about it is just how portable it is. If you know me, I'm traveling carry-on only, so having one charger that allows me to charge, listen up to 5 devices at the same time. So 4 ports here, 1 more in the front, and trust me, I use it all the time with all the different cameras, equipment, laptop. Best part is the fast charging, up to 100 watts available. And one thing you definitely don't want after a long day of travel is to get electrocuted when trying to charge your iPhone. So if you have an unstable or overloaded current, the Tessan will automatically trip the fuse, safeguarding your equipment and data. And it even comes with spare fuses to get you back up and running if there is a surge. And in case you're thinking about hopping on the cruise ship, there is a no surge protection, no cords, making it fully cruise ship approved. So this thing for me is an absolute travel essential. Make sure to check it out with the first link in the description. Thank you once again to Tessan for sponsoring today's video. And with that, let's get to Hong Kong. On Hong Kong Island, and I have to tell you, it's surreal. The dimensions of this city, the skyscrapers, the crowds, and also the extremely different neighborhoods. So I've been here one day, just popped up the MRT, got into the hotel, and we are right now in the business district. So on Hong Kong Island, there's pretty much the mainland we're gonna go on to later most likely. Today I just want to take you along, see how the city is. Seriously, as of right now, a little bit gloomy, not too cold as you see. I have to tell you, I'm super excited. Gonna go into the busy area here right now. So this is in many ways the business district. We're in front of the Conrad Hotel, just been upstairs in the lounge, the view. You see the skyline and you cannot compare it to anything else. So I looked up a couple of facts on Hong Kong. The highest density of skyscrapers. So no other city has as many skyscrapers, and you feel it, you see it all around us. Today I just want to take you along on a bit of a first impression, see how the city is, see what is going on. Like, this area is fairly calm, but on the other side generally it's always super busy. 10 million people basically live here, which is crazy. It's like not a huge city, and like just by the size of it. And yeah, China, Hong Kong, let's see what's going on. So about to hop on probably the coolest mode of transportation ever, the Happy Valley little train. Let's see, so I should be able to pay with Visa, or at least I hope so. Yes, okay, people tap out on their way out, on their way in. Let's see. So let's go upstairs. A really tiny train. It feels a little bit like the Express in Harry Potter. It is pretty fast going. So yeah, up here, the cool thing is the windows are open. Check it out. I don't know if it was my talking, they were looking at me, but now we got the place to ourselves. How do you like the trains?
Cool. Really cool.
Behind the scenes. another thing you're gonna notice in Hong Kong right away is the city is surrounded by mountains, especially when you come out of the airport. You're looking around you, and it's almost like kind of like a island scenery, which if you just see the city, you kind of don't expect that. And also, really cool stuff right on the street. Hello. So some potatoes, eggs. Here, forgot the bird's name, but the small eggs. Delicious. What a vibe. Seriously, this neighborhood. One word, I have one word in mind. Vibrant. So much going on. And I would say for today's video, I'm gonna explore a lot of Hong Kong Island, so just walk around, hopped off, and from here gonna be heading towards kind of like the Ferry Pier, which I think is a 20-30 minute walk. But that should take me to most of the main areas. My companion is in a shop. What? Shopping for, you know, here is probably also a big one, so. But this Times Square building is a monster. One of many. Passing the street here. And one thing I love about it is there are red taxis that are driving all around town. And generally I have to say that in many ways the interesting thing about Hong Kong is that it's not a city, another city, let's say like on the mainland, that just sprung up in the last 10-20 years. A lot of this has been around for decades and decades. Everything is fairly still well maintained, but like seriously, just this building here is probably one of the first big monster buildings of the city. And as of right now, it's Chinese New Year, Year of the Dragon. So for the occasion, as you can see behind me, of course, all over the world they do it in all Chinatowns, but Hong Kong obviously especially. Hong Kong, now we're talking. So little food section on the side of the street. One of my favorite things is the Chinese baozi. I think that's what they're selling over here. Yeah, I can pay with my octopus card, but I don't have one. Oh yes. Looks like Apple Pay you can do everywhere. I haven't withdrew any money yet, so obviously, what is it? Beijing duck? Definitely some form of duck. Mushroom? Yes. I can pay Apple Pay?
Octopus and cash.
Over there is Apple Pay sign? No? No? Okay. So after that little incident at the food stall, I got my hands on some cash. It's actually really nice. 500 Hong Kong dollar bill, which is like $60-$70. And yeah, actually the ATM said there would be a service charge. Didn't say how much. So maybe there is, maybe there's not for international withdrawal. But let's get back into the city. Now we cashed out. Seeing in the back over there, this is basically what I'm also seeing from the room. I'm gonna show you that at the end of the video. But to see that skyline, that epic Hong Kong skyline, you actually have to be on the other side. I'm going to be moving there in a couple of days, actually. But there's this legendary ferry that is taking you to the other side. I think it's a public ferry, so let's check it out. The ferry that should get us from Hong Kong Island to Kowloon, pretty much the main part of Hong Kong, and then like much bigger part connected to the mainland. To actually see the Hong Kong Island, that is a little bit the goal right now. So there's boats stopping by here. A little bit reminds me of kind of like Manhattan and Brooklyn, New York style, with the ferry, big ferry to cross. So let's see. Let's go. So getting on to the ferry, it was 5 Hong Kong dollars to get a little coin, you throw it in. So under $1 for crossing the water. Let's see. Looks actually really cool. Inside pretty old school. Let's find a window seat. And so here we are on the boat. I have to tell you, it's very chill. So it's a public transport, so people are just going about their day-to-day commute, basically. They run every 10 minutes, missed the earlier one. And the view you're getting must be one of the sickest ferry views in the world. Maybe New York, Manhattan can compete with that, but wow. Starting to get dark out here. This is Victoria Harbour basically, and the view that you can get from here is, yeah, pretty much like nowhere else. A little bit tricky to walk around, a lot of people. It's a Tuesday or something, but I guess the crowds are here every day, and I understand why. So I would say today I got a little bit of a first feeling of Hong Kong. I really wanted to come out to this side of the water to see the skyline that you see, you know, in all the pictures, little videos, movies, tons of movies have been shot around here. And yeah, this place I think is called the Avenue of Stars. Probably on another day gonna check it out. There's like a Bruce Lee statue, things like that. But yeah, truly a one of a kind. Living actually on the other side, so our hotel from here is quite interesting. Let's head there.
Hope you enjoy.
Favorite Italian antipasti, vitello tonato.
Whew, guys, good morning. Overlooking right now a little bit the mountains, this city. So let me show you this epic place that I've been staying at for the past 2 nights. Gonna be moving today again. So this is the Conrad Hotel on Hong Kong Island, and I have to tell you, the view you're getting from up here, so there's kind of like an office area, nice little bedroom. Seriously, like, it's a little bit cloudy as you have seen, so I can even just imagine how it looks on a sunny day, but no matter the weather, the skyline you're looking at here, so the hotel's kind of perfectly positioned, looking at the river. Feeling like the king in the castle. Also, the dock. Hello, young lady. So, next morning we're at the breakfast buffet. Pretty nice in the lobby. It's a pretty large selection also of a lot of Chinese food. There's a soup station, big fan of soup stations. Let's check it out. So, like a lot of ingredients, greens, I was about to say grass, mushrooms. Hello. Can I have a soup? Yeah, just a little bit of the noodle.
Okay. And then?
I'll take some of this. This is like crab, lobster ball. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, we'll take the one that's left. And some blood for me.
This is the blood?
Yes,
So
the blood of my enemies. Yeah, let's do 2. Yeah. No, seriously. Breakfast buffet is the best. Refreshments, as they call them. We're now a different neighborhood, other direction from the hotel we're staying at right now, and I have to say this is probably one of the nicest ones. So this is the central area of Hong Kong Island. A lot of shops, especially like with all the transportation, different buses, little trains. Looks really cool. And also you see it's definitely historical, so a lot of kind of like British style buildings, a lot of high rises as well. A little bit even, let's call it the Manhattan of Hong Kong, I would say. I'm like, what is the line for? Taxi, probably. Look who we got here, my student.
Yeah.
The thing about this neighborhood is, which is very interesting, yes, it's the skyscrapers, it's the super modern business district, but at the same time, little narrow streets, stairs going down. I'm seeing a building from 1913, over 100 years old, probably from the British time here. And yeah, some type of bars and restaurants around here. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. And Lisa's trying to shoot a video as well, but she's struggling, walking with her stick. So you were super confident before your channel was getting like 10,000 views on a video.
Yes.
Now you were like, I have to deliver to my people.
I was like, I'm just fucking around, la, la, la. And now I have to tell people something.
Well, tell them something about Hong Kong, how they like it.
Yeah, mixed feelings.
Real.
Yeah, I like it definitely. It's interesting, definitely. But the energy of the city is so high. Like you feel it very intense.
But not like India or something.
Yeah, sure. Not like India. And
Let's let the people pass here.
it's like a new world.
Yeah? So this is how it looks. Seems like 3 floors, and they have very different shops. So on the one side, definitely an upscale mall. I was actually hoping for an electronics store, but mostly fancy stuff. But as well, they got the Zara's, the H&M's. Actually, I just picked up some shoes for more of the, let's say, Hong Kong occasion, because I'm just running mostly with slippers. Been more warmer countries recently. But yeah, also food, Shake Shack even, very obviously international. This is the mall. So, kicking off a bit of a moving day. It's gonna be different area, different side of the water. Excited. Probably gonna go back also to Hong Kong Island again, because definitely haven't explored enough yet. I haven't filmed everything, but yeah, inside of the Hong Kong MRT right now. On the other side of the water, vibe is very different. So back there, it looks kind of like really local, like nothing, not like the Hong Kong Island, definitely. So moved to a different hotel. But yeah, let's walk through a little bit. Let's get to a place that is called the Avenue of Stars, which I wanted to already visit yesterday when we took the ferry. So here's quite interesting. Looks very different, kind of like a little local neighborhood, little fountain in the middle. That is the thing about Hong Kong. The city has been around for quite a long time. So even in these like super modern fancy neighborhoods, if you walk out a little bit, you find a neighborhood that has been built a good couple of decades ago. So on the side, little pubs. And generally today's probably the most foggy day. I mean, hey, can't complain, it's not raining, it's not nothing. But in the mornings it's also always fairly quiet. I think people are working mostly, not much going on. And then in the evening it always gets crazy busy, so let's get to the water. Around the 15-minute walk later, it starts to get quite busy actually. That is the thing about the promenade. People here are all the time. So last night also on the sides, kind of like where we're staying right now, almost no people. Here you see it, it's filling out quite crazy. I think we're approaching the Avenue of Stars, and this building over there I've looked up is the Rosewood Hotel, which is one of the few buildings that kind of has some type of a rooftop pool. Very interesting, very interesting. Maybe in the next coming years it would be super cool to check it out. As you know, got a World Sea Style, I always like to come back to the same cities and explore them deeper and deeper. I've been to Hong Kong actually once for a couple of days in 2018, I think. And this is one of the things that I was looking for, the Bruce Lee statue. I actually expected it to be right by the water. It's kind of like a little monument installation. Check it out. There he is. Shot a bunch of super sick movies around here, and yeah, what a nice way to memorize. This is the Walk of Stars by the water here. Approaching closer is pretty much where we've been last night, seeing this epic view. Actually, every day at 8 p.m. they have a light show. We'll try to catch it in the next couple of days. Here's a pretty large looking mall, actually huge. And yeah, just getting a bit of a feeling for the city today, bit of a first impression. I would say gonna be here in total 6-7 days. This has been the first 2. And as of right now on the other side of the water, I would say let's dive in a little bit deeper. Let's explore the more local Hong Kong, Kowloon, which is also connected to the mainland from what I hear and what I've seen a little bit. It's like in some ways similar to Hong Kong Island, but also gets much more, let's say, local, old school. The further you go back, basically the closer you go to mainland, pretty much the outskirts of Hong Kong, it starts to feel and look very different. So here right by the water is an interesting area full of museums. What is this? Hong Kong Museum of Art. Then you're having like huge malls. This is I think also some kind of art gallery. National Museum in the back. So this is kind of that neighborhood, and I would say let's get some transportation, maybe a bus, maybe an MRT, maybe a taxi, and make our way inside. So the thing actually about Kowloon is, from what I understand, is this one road that we're going to be looking at right now. You can walk through it all the way to Mongkok, to very local areas. And I would say with every block, the city starts to get a bit less modern, a bit more old school. So let's observe that a little bit. So this is the front row. Looks absolutely insane. Super fancy. What is this, like a Sheraton? Super sick hotels in the back. I live kind of like down the road, 20 minutes walk. Still very great location. But yeah, especially the buses driving around here, the taxis. It's very interesting. There is a mosque in the back, and also in this neighborhood the shops really start to change. There's like little shops on the side of the road everywhere. But I would say let's drive in here and go, I don't know, 4 or 5 stations up, see what's going on there. So inside the subway you can pay it actually through Apple Pay, which is quite nice. We have made it to quite a different area. Mongkok. Wide roads, many little shops on the sides. But also big ones, honestly. So here you really see this is kind of like a more local neighborhood. Still, I think a lot of people go out just to, I don't know. I would say it's a mix of shops for people to visit, but at the same time you also see most of the people probably live here, because you have like 15, 20-story buildings left and right, very small apartments. So there's a huge, generally, like housing shortage in Hong Kong. Obviously, the space is very limited. So from what I heard, is like the most amount of skyscrapers in the world, the concentration, and the prices for like very, not the most nice looking, honestly, buildings seem to be very high. But basically what I'm talking about is like the sky rises here actually remind me a little bit of like Eastern European buildings, like little basically boxes, and on the bottom everything quite colorful, very Asia style, running into some kind of a market. It looks crazy, it looks never ending actually in some way. Let's go in, check it out. So they're having like some souvenirs, selling an old, some type of Fast and the Furious cars, magnets. And I would say kind of interesting is that you cannot really tell when the market ends. It just keeps going behind these 2 skyscrapers, and it's still fairly early, like what is it, 1 p.m. approaching right now, so a lot of shops are not even set up yet. I think generally, like so many markets in Asia, it's kind of like an evening thing. In the evenings, food is gonna pop up in every corner. Probably gonna go out again. So just went out of the hotel in the morning, gonna get back later. I'm gonna show you around there a little bit, and then probably in the evening gonna go towards some evening market. I think there's supposed to be another few more closer in the middle. So I'm kind of want to give you the contrast today of like Mongkok. Very local in many ways. Got all these sky rises down there, super fancy, and in the middle, we'll see, we'll find out. So yeah, in many ways, most of the shops are just setting up, just getting ready. Little Chinese cat. Macadamia? Like what? Nuts? Chinese cat. Walking by a huge church, kind of like a skyscraper church, right in the middle of Mongkok. We have that. the big contrast of Hong Kong. Excuse me. Oh, that's what I call a solid crowd. Okay, so let me show you. Back at the harbor, very close to where we started the video, like a 15-minute walk, is the Icon Hotel. Unique in the sense of, as far as I understand, it's not part of a big chain. It's a Hong Kong hotel. Very unique. Doesn't remind me really of anything. Walking in. This is how the hallways look. And I would say, let me take you in. Give you a quick tour. Yes, this is crazy. So guys, let me show you this place. So what a contrast. First of all, behind me, you could see one of the most amazing views of Hong Kong. I've recorded a little bit at night, and I have to tell you, no matter the weather conditions, at night the whole skyline just glows like crazy. It's incredible. And from here also you see the light show. Right now a little bit gloomy, but still, let me give just that. So pretty much you have kind of like your private lounge, super cool sitting area. You are not seeing double. Mini bar is free. The mini bar is free. So yesterday, couldn't help myself, ate all of the M&Ms, got nice drinks. Something I've never seen at a hotel. They have coconut water in the mini bar, which is free. Lots of Diet Cokes can go crazy. Probably looking at half of Hong Kong right now. So the 9th floor, there's the gym. Gonna hit it up in a second. Just take a look. I'll just take a look. Thank you. Guys, take a look. Thank you. So they have an outdoor pool. Actually a really nice size. Yesterday at night, I'm stopping by and I'm like, it's heated. 28 degrees this. That's pretty warm. Can hop in later. And I would say on a sunny day, you're gonna get the sickest view out here, but even on the most cloudiest of days, you're still seeing Hong Kong Island skyline, and yeah, also good amount of Kowloon over there. And I love it. I love it when a hotel knows where to put their gym. Sometimes they have such an epic location, you know, you can do it on the top floor, on the rooftop floor, use the space somewhere. You see there's empty space. They put it in the ground floor somewhere facing, like, I don't know, some random place. Here, behind the glass, right in front of the pool, looking at all of Hong Kong, is the gym. Gonna hit it right after and then head to dinner. But yeah, seriously, did not get lucky with the weather this time around, but I think that impresses me. If you're in a city, it rains every once in a while, it's super hazy, but still you get the vibe, you get to see so much. And so here we are, wrapping up right now a workout when traveling, doing full body mostly. And I have to say, many good hotel gyms, but this one right here, you've got all the equipment you need pretty much, even a full-on squat rack. But the best part is kind of like you have all the daylight from outside, have a nice view.
Connoisseur is ready.
Any kind of food, huh?
Yeah.
This is your section of the video.
Honest, yeah.
Tell us how tender and how hearty it is.
Yeah. Что там надо активировать? Сосок эти pleasure. Yeah, my palate is fully open. Yeah, for all kind of flavors.
Now you're like in Charlie's Angels. My palate is open. Only for me. Yeah, Alex, you decide to cut it out or keep it in. It's up to you. You're my PR team. And how is it?
I don't know, what is it? But it's good. And I'm so hungry, so I don't care. Honestly, the bread with butter would be nice, but it's good.
So for dinner we are at the Above and Beyond restaurant, so it's kind of like on the other side of the lounge, and I have to tell you, the view is like even better than expected, cleared up a little bit, absolutely beautiful. Food's supposed to be Chinese, so Beijing, duck, a couple of little starters, super nice, amazing view. See you tomorrow, or at the water, we'll see. Give us a lesson on the duck.
Peking duck. So, you take one beautiful pancake like this. Then, you put some veggies. Like this.
Unidentifiable veggies, some cucumbers. Okay. And some walnuts here. What about the walnuts? They chill?
Yeah, for now. Then you take a piece of duck, or if you're carnivorous maximus, you can take also 2 pieces of duck.
Yeah, take it all. I don't need meat. I'm fat.
Like this. And after that, a little bit of sauce. Special sauce.
Just a little bit. A little bit of sauce.
Yeah, a little bit of sauce, like this. Like this. Yeah. And
What do we do now?
we should roll it like a roll. Like
Oh no, I
this.
hope you're doing it right.
Yeah.
If not, let us know in the comments. So, the Chinese? Wow. We're heading out right now to go to the peak of Hong Kong. There is a tram going. Sounds easy, sounds nice. I'll walk by it, I'll consider it. But also I saw you can just walk there with your own 2 feet. Weather is beautiful, the best it has been so far in Hong Kong. So let me take you on a bit of a walk. Walking through the park, so much greenery actually in Hong Kong. I mean, it's an island, Hong Kong Island, what most people don't realize, but I don't still fully realize, hopefully I'll get the view from up there, is that there's beaches, there's a coast. And from here, this looks like a gigantic city. Obviously, this over there, I think, is the Bank of China. So many iconic buildings walking through here. I'm stoked. Maybe it's that caffeine speaking out of me, but whatever it is, I like it. Walking to the tram, and what we're seeing is a pretty huge, long line all the way back there. Something historical and cool up here. I would say like that. This one's for rookies. Let's do the real deal. A man has to climb his own mountain. I'm pumped for it, seriously. I would not cut my way short. This walk is amazing. So here we got a statue from 1958. And it was put here for the 100-year celebration of Hong Kong. What do we got here? King's George. All right, guys, I'm not gonna play the tough guy. This walk has a huge incline, so it makes sense. You're going all the way up. We're almost there, sweating like crazy, already seeing all of Hong Kong. So there's many benches on the way. If you stop, it won't be that bad, but if you don't stop, we don't stop, it can get quite intense. But look at this. So I have literally emerged out of the jungle, out of the trenches to find this. So there's a mall pretty much right here, actually super modern here on the this is the gondola, All right, let's get a drink. Let's enjoy civilization for a second. Maybe some air conditioning, guys. It's February. It's like 20 degrees outside, but yo, you feel it. Seriously, this was one of the more intense hikes, or I don't know if I'm super out of shape. If you stop on the way, it will be easy. There's plenty of benches, but I just want to push myself a little bit, see how fast I can go. I think it took me like 20, maybe 25 minutes. But if you walk chill, it would be like 40. So this here is like a real pretty medium to large sized mall. Let's see if we can get a water somewhere and then find the best view in Hong Kong. That is the mission. I already seen it a little bit. So there's a little terrace on the top as well. Got a little iced coffee. And look at that. So here we are. This is the rooftop of the mall actually right now, so pretty busy as you can see, but the view is absolutely epic. So seeing the hotel from here, seeing pretty much every main building. Tallest tower of Hong Kong, this one right there. It's Kowloon, behind it, mainland China. So guys, this a little bit as a reality check for you. The sickest views sometimes are a bit busy. But I would say, as always, usually there is something slightly outside of the main spot, and I think I'm getting an idea where to go. Because here is getting real freaking busy. So we walked into this little road, and 10-15 minutes later it brings us to a pretty quiet area overall. The view here, I would say, is even better in many ways. Just much more chill, not that many people make it out here. And let's say like that, one of the most massive city views, massive cities. Like, it's crazy to think it's an island. If you look in some direction, it almost looks like Thailand a little bit. But yeah, some of the tallest buildings in the world, the highest skyscraper density in the world actually out here. So nowhere else, if you would kind of like topple up all the buildings together, would be as many as in Hong Kong. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's little multifaceted video. Generally, Hong Kong, I think, is a very interesting place. It has been around for a very long time, and always it has been, especially back in the day, a place to come down to start a life, to build a life for yourself. I mean, obviously the whole banking industry here, a lot of people still, let's say, in terms of nomadic living remotely. I know some guys who are running their different drop shippings, product exports. A lot of it goes through Hong Kong in many ways, or like the connecting Shenzhen, Guangzhou around here. So always been very, very curious about it, and just being up here kind of like allows me to put everything into perspective in the sense of like how the city is structured. Like, it almost like makes me a little bit anxious when I don't fully understand the city structure. I wouldn't say fully now, but we get a good idea. So just looking at it, Hong Kong Island is all of that. Going back there where you saw kind of like the islands as well. This is Kowloon, where we wandered around before. We stayed like somewhere around there behind this cool tower. So this is the second tallest tower in Hong Kong. This is the tallest, even though it doesn't look like it. I think over 500 meters overall. And yeah, I think I'm gonna be heading back. Actually, I saw there was a road here as well, so you can get a taxi, get a bus. So it's actually quite easy to get here. Of course, you can get the tram as well, but like, I just fucking despise standing in lines personally. I don't know, getting a bit too comfortable, I guess, or I don't know what it is, because it's actually the most fancy, expensive way to get up here. But yeah, and well, I would say on that note, if you are new here by any chance, here on this channel I talk about building a life of freedom around the world. Basically, on Got a World to See, I just document my day-to-day life. In the past, let's say, year or two, also a big focus on unique and hopefully also, whenever it works out, iconic hotels, accommodations, resorts, little Airbnbs. This just really became also like a little passion side of the whole channel. So today's place, you have seen also a truly unique concept. As always, all the details are down below. And yeah, if you want to see where I am right now, join me on Instagram. I think this might be the nicest room I've ever covered on the channel. Like, we're seeing a lot from it. How much can $1,000 get in Hong Kong, and is it worth it? So today I want to take you along to one of the most famous luxury hotels of the city with some of the world's best Chinese food and so much more. Well, let's begin the adventure. Just rolled in, all packed up. We are at today's destination. I'm really excited about this place. It looks all shiny. We got the Hong Kong taxis that we just rolled in. What a structure. So we are on Hong Kong Island. This is the JW Marriott. I've only seen a couple of pictures. I don't know what to expect us, and I will take you on the full experience. So Hong Kong, the skylines, everything. There's been already a couple of videos where I just covered a little bit more the city. Today, it's like you and me, one-on-one. Let's explore how a luxury in Hong Kong looks like. There's the Marriott guys in the picture. What a view! All right, thank you very much.
Actually, this is our new renovated room. It's a behind suite room, and this is the mandatory prepare for you for the tramping, and it's a bath cookie. So it's a Hong Kong local cookie here, and this is a griffin. It's our
the Marriott
logo.
Griffin. Yeah?
Yes.
Wow,
Griffin. Yes.
so cute.
And also it's a
Okay, so I hoped it would be impressive, so I have something to show on the video. To give you a room tour, guys. This is the living area. This over there is the view, as you can tell. Basically, we're looking at Kowloon Island, and we're seeing a lot of it. Today it finally cleared up. The first couple of days have been very foggy in Hong Kong. We're seeing mountains. We're seeing so much from here. Also to the right, this is Causeway Bay. To the left, this is Central. And gonna explore that too, probably in a separate video, because I have a feeling there's gonna be a lot to cover. A humongous TV, just calling for a freaking movie night. Yeah, okay, we're gonna take a look at that at the end. A microwave, wow! Seriously, those things that are often, usually not in hotel rooms. So kind of like a meeting table. And then you get into the bedroom, a little bit more secluded on the quieter side of the building. Again, you're sitting here, walking through here, you're seeing the tallest tower over there of Hong Kong. Again, good amount of the city. Over there is Hong Kong Peak, where I want to go on the mountain. Nice TV, table area. We'll set up myself over here. And I have to say, really cool, open bathroom. So, what you probably notice is it looks brand freaking new. And that's what they just said. So the JW Marriott here is, I think, one of the first ultra luxury hotels on Hong Kong Island. And it has been around for 35 years. When I see the building, I cannot tell. When I see the lobby, I'm like, wow, it's really nice. Like, really, okay. But the room, brand new, seriously. And I love the design, love the colors. Everything kind of like pastel, yellow, marble. Wow. And
So what do they got?
Shaving kit.
Nice.
Oh, for nails. Very ripe.
Shit, this is fancy. So nice little welcome card. This is the building we're in right now. And
Exceptional.
this is probably the best part. I don't know what it is. I have no idea what it is, but it looks so cool. This is the best part. Griffin
Yeah.
and Hong Kong cookies. When we walked in, the lady was like, "Oh, we have cookies." We're like, "Oh, look at this!" Ah. Some Hong Kong cookies, panda cookies. Look at that. On the road again. So on the outdoor area, they got a nice pool. They're cleaning it right now. And yeah, I mean, Hong Kong generally in the summer gets really warm right now as of. And from here, you're seeing all the way to Kowloon, basically. Got the pool, a very nice bar over there, and that's the building. Back where the adventure just started. This is the lobby. Didn't have the time yet to take a proper look, so wow, it's very open. So this looks like a lounge restaurant, I would say. Let's check it out later. Next up on the menu, the fitness center. We'll see if they will let me in with shoes, but always wanna take a look at the battlefield before attacking. You can go first. Hello. Just wanna take a quick look. Just take a look. And so this is what we're looking at. Lots of good equipment, pretty much everything indoors. Lots of mirrors. Definitely will be back. Let's check the other side. Got some more cardio, some leg machines. Wonderful. Good space. Hello. So we got the bikes here. Overall, what is it? Live fitness machines, all of them. Very good stuff. Nice leg press. Extensions. Yep. So passing through right now, close to the harbor, some type of little theme park, little Ferris wheel. Just want to take a look, maybe ride one of the crazy rides, perhaps. But how can I choose? All right, so as of right now, I want to experience a little bit the central area. Called Central at night, so let's head there. Should be around the corner. Oh, this is actually, I think we can go in here, check it out. So the boys are stretching out, they're getting ready to go on the most dangerous ride. Они готовятся кататься. That's pretty cool. So that's their chef from the restaurant. Excited? I couldn't wait for another. So it is the evening hours here at the JW. Time for another dinner. So check out the other video if you want to see what I've been up to exploring this city today. Got over 20,000 steps in. Woo! Time to get the calories back in. And this Chinese dinner. So actually, I think I have a clip of that in the evening, sitting there turning on the TV, and they kind of like roll different facilities. And then there's this really cool storytelling about the Chinese chef here at the Chinese restaurant. It has a Michelin star, and the story is that he's kind of like cooking his whole life. His father had a little shop, maybe somewhere here in Hong Kong, or didn't fully get the story, but basically got us a bit pumped, got us quite excited for it. And generally at these restaurants, often different Western cuisine, different cuisines, but proper Chinese restaurant, it looks proper. What do you think?
Yeah, it looks proper, real shit.
Real shit. The doors are closed. I hope they're gonna let us in. We're slightly running late after all the Hong Kong exploration.
Maybe it's our takeaway.
Yeah, they got us for takeaway probably. So, I actually wasn't sure where the restaurant is, but let's walk in. Hello. Should I have a reservation for 8? Wow, the door is open. And that looks like quite something. So let's see where we're sitting. Nice table, thank you. All right. Okay, I'll be here. Thank you. Ooh. So definitely, yeah.
Any tea do you prefer?
Just whatever the house recommends. What about you? A preference for tea?
White tea if you
Yeah.
This prepare some for you. You want a drinks menu?
Drinks menu? Not yet.
We'll just take some tea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of tea do you prefer? We have a jasmine, oolong, ole, green tea. Which one do you like?
White tea if you have like white tea.
White tea?
Yeah.
Chinese tea, white tea is a panani.
Oh yeah. Let's do something.
Not a
Chinese.
beer. Panani not a beer.
Okay.
Okay.
What do you recommend? What kind of tea? What would you recommend?
I think that in the dinner, not too much caffeine. The flower tea, chrysanthemum, and the rose is better.
So I think she will take the whichever white tea she's looking for, and I will take whatever you recommend. Yeah.
Oh, certainly.
Thank you so much. White tea. Where do you get that from?
I don't know, I bought it in Ukraine sometimes, Chinese white tea.
He's like, white tea? What? What? We're not having that here. So very well lit restaurant. I already brought actually the big camera because usually they're kind of like dimmed down. But yeah, super nice. Got like chandeliers on top. What do you think about that?
Yeah, impressive. Impressive. Very tight and stylish and cool.
Wow, and it's so hard to grab it with this stick. For the camera, I got it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's cuttlefish. Really beautiful. Tiny cuttlefish, and I can't hold it.
There was a
My
spoon for you.
sticks.
You need it.
It's stuffed with vegetables, and it's so clean and good and delicious. Very interesting taste.
Does it taste like seafood or is it like spice?
No spice at all. You can taste the cuttlefish itself, and then slightly, really vegetables, and a little bit of sauce. Insane.
So I hired her as a food reviewer because I don't know how to do this. I'll try it. So the cuttlefish is very good. Very good. I'm done.
Golden dim sum. I've never seen something like that before. I've tried a couple of dim sums in Thailand, in other places, and it
Here
was
at the hotel, yeah.
Here at the hotel, it was so good.
Spicy now?
Better than mom's soup, I would say.
Your mom's?
This is really high quality.
I hope your mom's not gonna see that.
Yeah, never. Sorry, mom. So bye.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Woo, guys, and so it has been 2 days at the JW Marriott. First of all, love the location, got to explore the city a little bit more. You can check out, as I mentioned, the other videos for that, but let's review the experience a little bit. So first of all, Hong Kong has been around for a long time, especially Hong Kong Island. So when I heard that the JW is 35 years old, I was like, okay, it looks amazing. I'm sure it's gonna be great. But what I didn't expect is just how amazingly maintained the place is, especially some of the rooms are completely newly made, as you have seen. but also the artwork around the whole hotel, these huge windows with so much light, and the layout of the lobby, you have seen it. It's done in such a cool way. So yeah, over the past 2 days, got a bit of a better idea of what is going on. Downstairs, the Chinese restaurant. This was the lobby. I have to tell you, the choice was large, very large, but not like the biggest choice ever, which made it actually a little bit more enjoyable in the sense that every single food they had there was absolutely world class. Like, I have to tell, it's my favorite breakfast dinner. I went crazy on the crab. I don't think I've ever eaten that much. Well, most was eating crab at night, to be honest with you. But yeah, that is the luxury experience of Hong Kong. And in terms of the location, you're right, close to Central. You can walk there, you can walk to the tram to get to the peak. And generally Hong Kong is very well connected, so we're also by public transport here at the Admiralty Station. You just walk out, I would say. Thank you guys.
Have a nice day, sir.
Thank you. Ooh. Oh wow, some cars pulled up here, look at that. Now we're talking. I actually wonder if Hong Kong is one of those places where it's kind of like more expensive to import these kind of cars. I know in Singapore it's insanely expensive to drive something like that, but whew, last couple of days actually didn't look like that here. Some people pulled up. It's Saturday actually today, I guess that's what it is. And overall, I have to say the staff also, like, not just nice, but very, very accommodating. Like, we've been a bit late for dinner, changed the dinner reservation. Yes, the Chinese restaurant. And there I have to say, all the traditional Chinese, perhaps the, what was it? Dim sum, Cantonese food as well. Absolutely amazing, and the facilities and kind of like also the pace. Sometimes at dinners I feel like it takes a long time for the next dish to arrive. There everything was super hot, super fresh. And I have to say, Hong Kong, obviously one of the most expensive cities in the world. There's a lot that the city stands for. I'm just looking at the building right now. Today again slightly more cloudy, but overall have been super lucky. I think I've been complaining about the weather mostly in the other two videos. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's little video. If you're new here by any chance, here on the channel I document my life around the idea of building a life of freedom around the world. And especially in the last, like, let's say 1 or 2 years, I also like to feature different accommodation experience, hotel experience, resort, be it very secluded, very boutique. That's what I've always looked for, kind of like tree houses somewhere in nowhere, little islands, little island camps. But also, definitely, if I get the chance to cover like the luxury segment of big cities, truly iconic brands like the JW Marriott and the Griffin, the logo. I stayed once at the JW in Bucharest, Romania. I kind of fell in love with the logo. I'm like, yeah, Griffin. Oh, everybody's looking for their spirit animals, and I'm like, I don't know, like a little mystical animal. So maybe it was this little toy that we got at the beginning. Lisa's probably gonna keep it, but. Whew, this has been the JW Marriott experience here in Hong Kong. As of right now, this is also my last day. Gonna be riding out back into the airport. Has been 1 full week in Hong Kong. Seen a lot, done a lot, really felt the city out a little bit, both Hong Kong Island as well as Kowloon, which I'm not even sure which part I like better. I feel like both parts kind of have like, in a sense, a very hyper modern, these super large skyscrapers, while at the same time here on the Hong Kong Island also the more kind of like local streets. Really you feel like a little bit more Chinese vibe, Hong Kong vibe, old, and then in some neighborhoods it's kind of like very, very obviously British influenced from the history of Hong Kong. Kowloon, much more, let's say, feels local if you go a little bit deeper, but cannot tell which side I like better. So for that, join me on Instagram to see where I am right now. As of right now, I'm flying over to Malaysia for a couple days on a layover. And the next destination we'll keep a secret for now. But yeah, usually I stay in each country. A week is probably the shortest that I do. Usually a month or 2 to truly feel the place, live there for a while, get an apartment. But Hong Kong is truly one of those places that in a week, I feel like a week is a good time to feel it out. And so with that, you too, gotta roll to see.